Hi, this is Alexandra at Beadaholique, here to show you how to make the SuperDuo Medallion earrings using Cymbal components. So this is just a really pretty basic example of use, a nice earring featuring some SuperDuo beads, along with some Miyuki round 11/0s in this pretty galvanized dark berry color, and also the Cymbal's bead substitutes, along with a Cymbal bead ending right here and an earring hook. For tools, I've just got some scissors and chain nose pliers. I've got my needle strung with 2 feet of FireLine, so let's begin. The first thing I'm going to do is take up an 11/0 seed bead, and I'm going to alternate with the SuperDuos and also with these bead substitutes. Now you'll notice there's a flat side and kind of a round side to these substitute beads. So I want to make sure I'm headed the same direction through each one. So to keep myself straight, I'm actually going to keep my beads on my needle so I can follow my pattern as I go back and forth here, just picking up seed beads, SuperDuos, and substitutes. I'm going to do 8 seed beads with 4 of each of the others. Get those out of my way. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing here. Let me get my next seed bead on. My next SuperDuo. This is just a plain turquoise color. Another 11/0. Another substitute there. And so forth. Okay, this is my last substitute bead, and I'm going to add on one more. Oh, I think I got my last SuperDuo too. So I've got 8 Miyukis mixed with 4 SuperDuos and 4 substitutes. And now I'm going to string all my beads down, make a ring just by tying an overhand knot. And for security, I'm going to double this one around in a surgeon's knot. Make sure that lands where I want it to, right there. And I'm going to clip my tail so it doesn't get in the way of my weaving. Now I'm ready to go up into my second row of weaving. So for that, you'll see my threads coming right up against this bead substitute, and I'm going to string up through the second hole of it, and from here I'm going to add on 2 more SuperDuos. Those are going to fit nicely right between as I go through the next hole of my SuperDuo in that row, and I'm going to continue this way all the way around. Just adding 2 glass SuperDuos between each in this second row. So this is how it's looking. It's taking on a really pretty star formation. I feel like I've got a hitch in my thread. I do. Let me pull that out from behind that other bead there. There we go. I love working with SuperDuos and mini duos, the way that they stack and build. They're just so fun to work with. And these Cymbals add a whole new set of possibilities too, adding that really beautiful metal element, kind of taking it up a notch. All right, so I'm coming through my last hole of that layer underneath, and you'll see I'm coming up between. What I want to do now is come through this hole of the SuperDuo beside that substitute, and I'm going to come up now headed in the opposite direction. I'm stepping up into the third row of weaving, and I want to take a minute here just to explain why I'm coming backwards as I bring in this example. And I want to point out right here, you can kind of see how this little seed bead sunk into the design, and that was my first pass at trying to step up without coming backward, and it pulled this SuperDuo down into the design in a way that I did a little troubleshooting and figured out how to fix that. So now we're coming up and through the opposite direction, and that's going to keep our design intact. And now I'm bringing on a Miyuki seed bead between each of these outermost holes of the SuperDuos. So I've got 2 on there, and now what I want to do right in the beginning before I forget is I want to take on my little bead ending, and I want to situate it just right in the middle between the 2 bead substitutes so that the design is balanced. So let me get that on there, and you'll see how nicely these fit in here, and it's such a clean, professional finish. So got that on, and I'm coming through to resume my seed bead work. And so I'm going to put a Miyuki seed bead in between each section as I go around the outer edge. And it's really pretty straightforward. You got to start somewhere, and once you kind of come around in a ring with a lot of these beads, you sort of figure out your thread path, and it leads you in all sorts of creative directions with these 2-hole beads. It's a lot of fun. And I chose this dark galvanized berry color to kind of bring out the metal element and add some contrast. All right, so I'm adding in my last seed bead. I'm going to double back through a few beads here. Get to a place where I'm comfortable making my knot. I'm actually going to come through the bead end, a little cymbal piece, and reinforce it a little bit, since that's the point that will get more wear. Come down kind of into the middle of the design where my knot's not going to show up quite so much, and now I'm ready to come through in a loop, find my thread bridge, and tuck that knot right in. Double it up, and weave in my thread. Just through a few beads, and now I'm ready to clip. There we go. And now all we need to do is put on our ear wire. So I'm going to angle that off to the side, slide on my cymbal bead end, and there we have it. So I hope you enjoyed that video. This is how to make the SuperDuo Medallion earrings using cymbal components. Please visit Beadaholique.com for all your beading needs, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest updates. Thanks for watching.